Hey everyone, welcome to the last day of our Happy Hips series. Today we'll be taking bits and pieces from the first 3 days and putting them together into one dynamic flow. So we'll begin in seated. So here we are in our comfortable seated position. We'll just take a minute here, maybe a deep inhale as we lengthen up through the spine, rooting down through the tailbone, maybe rolling the shoulder blades back and down. We'll begin today in fire log pose. If you remember that one from video 2. So we'll start with our right leg on the bottom. So we're drawing our right shin out so it's parallel to the edge of our mat. And with our inhale, we're going to draw our left ankle to our right knee. So we're flexing through both feet. We're sitting up nice and tall, rooting down through the tailbone. Again, if you remember in video 2, there's the option to place a pillow or a folded blanket under in between this space here if you're finding this stretch to be too intense. There's also the option to place your hands behind you and lean back slightly to lessen the intensity as well, as long as we're maintaining a nice straight back. Another option here would be to walk the hands slightly forward for more intensity. So you can choose your option, and we'll hold here for 2 more breaths. So with your next exhale, we're going to lower the left sole of our foot to the outside of our right thigh and draw our right heel in towards our glute. So here we are in sort of a twisted position. From here, we're going to use our right arm to wrap around our left knee, drawing it in towards our chest. And this should feel really great on the outside of your hip and maybe through your glutes as well. If you'd like to take it farther, you can inhale your left arm up to the sky, and exhale to plant it behind your back with your gaze to follow over the left shoulder, coming into half lord of the fishes. And using your exhale to unwind, drawing the gaze back through center. And we're going to untangle, drawing our left shin on to the bottom, setting up for fire log on the opposite side. So drawing our left shin parallel, and inhale to draw the right foot to the left knee, flexing through both feet. And once again, just choosing your option or your prop if you'd like to have a pillow here. Lengthening up through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, maybe the right knee becomes slightly heavier, closing that gap ever so slightly. One more breath here. And with your next exhale, we're lowering the right sole of our foot down to the outside of our left thigh, drawing our left ankle in, and with our left arm, hugging the right knee in towards the chest. Inhale draws the right arm up to the sky, and exhale to plant it behind your back, sending the gaze over your left shoulder, right shoulder. I'm so sorry, guys. And using your exhale to unwind yourself, coming back through center and bringing both of our soles of the feet in together in butterfly. So just giving a quick little flap, shaking out, warming up our hips. From here, we'll be making our way into tabletop. So planting our hands to the top of our mat, rolling over onto hands and knees, coming through a couple rounds of cat-cow, just warming up the spine and our pelvis. So with an inhale, we drop the belly, the gaze comes up, the chest opens. As we exhale, we're tucking the tailbone downward, sending the gaze back towards our thighs, and our neck is relaxed. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow. Gaze comes up, tailbone lifts. Exhale for cat. Coming back to a neutral spine. From here, we're going to tuck the toes, press firmly through our hands as we exhale to lift the hips into downward facing dog. You can pedal out the feet here, maybe sway side to side. Try putting a deep bend through both knees and straighten. Maintaining a nice flat back. With your inhale, we're walking our feet towards our hands. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, arms come up and overhead. And exhale to heart center. Coming through a round of sun salutation here. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale as we send the hips back into chair pose. So bringing our knees over top of our ankles, tucking the tailbone down towards the ground. Feeling strong here. If arms extended overhead is intense for your shoulders, you could also have them together at your heart. One more breath here, deep inhale. And exhale to release, hands to the mat. Exhale, steps back for plank pose. Hold for your inhale. Exhale to lower through chaturanga. Flipping over the toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, rolling over the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, draws the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, steps it through to meet your hands. Staying high on the back toes, we have our heel positioned over the ball of our foot. When you're feeling strong and steady, we're going to inhale up for high lunge. Inhale to lengthen up. Exhale to release, hands down. Holding for your inhale. Exhale sends the right foot back, returning to plank pose. Exhaling through chaturanga. Inhale for upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Setting up on our left side. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, draws it up to your hands. Positioning your right heel over top of the ball of your foot. Your left knee is positioned over your ankle. Feel as though your thighs are drawing in towards each other to help you power up as we inhale to rise up into our high lunge. You should be feeling a really nice hip flexor stretch here. Exhale to release, hands to the mat. Exhale, steps back, plank pose. One more chaturanga here. Exhale to lower. Inhale for upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, steps forward to meet your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms come up. Oh, and taking a seat, chair pose, deep bend through the knees. And exhale to release to standing. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Use your exhale to step back for downward facing dog. Maybe taking a pause here. When you're ready, use your inhale to draw your right leg up to the sky. Exhale draws your right knee towards your right wrist, and your right ankle is somewhere between your left hand and left hip, coming into pigeon pose. So to increase the intensity of this pose, we're drawing our right ankle closer towards our left hand, and less intense, your right ankle will be closer to your left hip. So we're untucking the toes on the left side, straightening up to a nice tall back. And if you'd like to take it farther, you can exhale to walk the hands out and maybe lower down onto the forearms. So in our pigeon pose, you should be feeling a nice stretch through the left hip flexor as well as through the outer side of the right hip. Use your inhale to reposition your hands. Exhale to tuck the back toes as we send the right foot back to meet the left. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, left knee to left wrist. And positioning your foot wherever is feeling comfortable for you. Lowering the right leg down, untucking the toes. So choosing your degree of intensity and staying nice and lifted if you're choosing to stay high, or using your exhale to lower down. One more breath. Inhale to walk yourself back up, tucking the right toes. Exhale as we send the left foot back to meet the right. From here, we're going to lower our knees down to the mat, sending them out as wide as is comfortable, possibly as wide as your mat, and drawing the toes in towards each other. Walking the hands back. Exhale to send your hips to your heels. Coming into a wide-legged child's pose. You have the option to leave your arms extended long or to draw them under your forehead. Taking a couple breaths here as you just feel yourself sink down, releasing fully through your hips, through your back and your neck. Returning your hands to the mat. Inhale, we're going to shift ourselves forward and make our way onto our belly, lowering down. And from here, we're going to flip all the way over onto our back. Soles of feet are planted to the mat. Inhale to draw your right ankle to your left knee, flexing through the right foot in reclined figure 4. So this might be enough of a stretch for you, or your next option, with your exhale, drawing the left thigh in towards the body, clasping your hands around the thigh as we draw it in, flexing through both feet. So again, this is really great for your outer hips and even your glutes. Exhale to release the left foot and then the right. Inhale to draw your left foot to your right knee. And exhale to draw your right thigh in towards the body, flexing through both feet, and maybe gently drawing the left knee away from the body as you draw the right thigh in. Just another option for more intensity. And using your exhale to release the right foot, followed by the left. From here, inhale, both knees in towards your chest for a tight squeeze. Maybe rocking side to side. Feeling the nice compression of your hips against your body. Exhale, soles of feet to the mat. And allowing the feet to come together as the knees splay open in our reclined butterfly. So we'll take 3 breaths here to close out our practice for today and to close out our series. So a deep inhale. Exhale to release. Inhale. And exhale out the mouth. One more inhale through the nose. And exhale to let it out the mouth. Thank you so much for following along with me. I really hope you enjoyed this series. If you were following along, please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know who's doing these videos with me each week. So please stay tuned for new things coming up soon, and I look forward to seeing you then. Bye.